we just got our paycheck for the week, bringing our total in our checking to $1,069. Let's budget this out. Alright, so this here is the amount of money that we had in checkings before we got paid, so I just gotta update this. $1,069 for this week, and each dollar needs a job. So let's start from left to right. Alright, so the first section is bills, and every week we have to pay $200 for rent, so I just typed in $200 here. And today's August 27th, so I don't have any other bills to pay this week. So let's move on to the next section. Alright, so now we have essentials. The first line is groceries, which also includes household products, hygiene, things like this. I'm going to allocate about $150 for this. For gas, I'm going to do about $120. It's a little high, but I'd rather go high rather than too low. Alright, for parking, we're going to do $64 for this week. It might be a little high, but that's okay. Alright, moving on to the next section. So the next section is lifestyle. I only have one line, but you can definitely divide it out more detailed. So this includes unexpected things, eating out, activities, things like that. And I always like to do it last because it's the most flexible. So lastly is future, aka savings. So Ally is your savings account. I always like to do minimum 100, so I'm just going to start there. And I did spend $214 on the credit card, and I did pay it off, but it just hasn't been taken out of the account yet. So I put it here in green so I know that I paid it. It just hasn't been taken out, so that way I don't accidentally spend it. So going back to miscellaneous, which we left for last, as you can see, I have $220 left, so I can put all of that in miscellaneous here. See, we have $0 left, which is exactly what we want, because if we don't give each dollar a job, it's going to be spent without us knowing where it went. Every dollar is accounted for. Now, $220 actually is more than we usually have for the week. So anything that's not spent, instead of finding something to buy, we're just going to throw it right into savings. Lastly, throughout the week, I will be updating this. So let's say I spend $10 in groceries, right? My checking account is going to update to this, $1,059. And as you can see here, it says we're over $10, so we got to adjust the groceries. Instead of $150, we got $140, and this is back to 0, which is right where we want it. This helps us not accidentally overspend throughout the week. If you want access to this template, just comment spending plan down below, and also make sure to follow for more money tips.